Hey, what's up guys? Kung Fu Gamer here, and today I will be talking about all of my ideas for Shinobi Life 2, and if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. As of now, I'm at 47 subscribers, so if you can help me hit 50, awesome, thank you. And also, I have an Akatsuki group for Shinobi Life 2 that is coming out, and if you want to join that, link in the description. And let's get to the video. So I'm just gonna start listing all of my ideas. So here we go. First thing, ranged kamui. So you know how in Shinobi Origin, whenever you'd use kamui, you just go into the dimension or whatever. That still have that, but then a second move would be ranged kamui. So you put your mouse on somebody, you click it, and then it puts them into the dimension, and then you can go into the dimension and then start fighting them. And the only way they can get out is either kamui or dying. So, well, actually, also flying Raijin, because there was a statement or something like that flying Raijin doesn't care about logic or something like that. I mean, you teleport, so hey, I don't know. But still, flying Raijin, as long as you have kamui or flying Raijin, you should be able to get out of a ranged kamui attack. Or maybe instead of it killing the person, whatever it's on, like let's say you kamui somebody's arm or foot or something, gone. It's just gone. Yeah. You just don't have that. Whenever kamui hits a limb or something, then it'll take it away or do different damage per what it hits. Because you know how, well, hopefully you know, because if you don't, okay, just for ranged kamui, either put them in a dimension or deal pretty good damage. Or take away a limb and also do damage, because that would kind of be like OP. But they're gonna make it to where there's pretty much a counter for every jutsu. Maybe not a counter for every jutsu, but like you can still fight against, like if somebody's Senju and you're no clan, you can just use normal jutsu and possibly win. Maybe. I don't know, it's pretty busted. If you haven't watched their videos, I'll link their channel down in the description, all that good stuff. So number 2, I doubt they're gonna add it, but if you beat the Kurama boss and then you get everything, but then you're also an Uchiha and you have Susino, full Susino, then you should be able to go into a full Susino Jubi thing. I'll show an image on the screen real quick, like when Sasuke and Naruto fused, the majestic avatar or something like that. You'll see. You got it. So for number 3, for Susanoo, if it has wings, it should be able to fly. That's basically it. Because if you can't fly with a Susanoo and there's wings, why is there wings? It just wouldn't make sense, right? Make sure to leave a comment down below if you agree with anything I'm talking about. Just say it. So coming up to number 5, this idea, I'm just doing numbers, I don't know, I don't care, it's whatever, it's not like it's top 10. All of these are just ideas. I'm not rating them in order or anything, these are just, yeah. So for Nara clan, shadow possession them, and then walk up to them and smack them. I think that'd be pretty OP. Oh, and also like a shadow possession trap. Or, well, not shadow possession trap. I'm talking about when Shikadai and Burrito did like the thing against Burrito whenever he just, the huge shadow thing, like expansive, it's basically just a big circle for shadow possession. That should be in the game as well. It was in Origin, so it should be in this game. If it isn't, well, oof, big tough. But probably will. Coming up to number 6 is gonna be, I don't know if they've added this in the game yet or not, but they need to make it to where every time you level, you'll get points. Well, okay, you're already gonna get points, but if let's say you level, then you have no health points, you'll get 1. So if you level, you'll still get a point, if that makes sense. If you know what I'm talking about, it's pretty simple of a thing, but they're probably not gonna add it, and if they do, it might be different than what you'd think. But let's move on to number 8. So for number 8, this is for the exams. This might be where I leave off the video, but for the exams, first exam, all I have to say is if this video hits 5 likes, I'll do another one. Okay, the tuning exams. So first thing you have to do, force to death, and you have to do that, and if there aren't people, then there's bots, and you fight the bots, but the bots would have more health or something than people. And then after that, there will be the preliminary and all that good stuff. But then you'll also have to do the next thing. Well, okay, if they're doing the same ranking system or similar to Origin, to where first exam was with a teacher, second exam was whenever you had to go to the Forest of Death. Well, not really join the Forest of Death. You didn't really do anything in Forest of Death. It was just kind of there to fight people. But then it was, yeah, that's not really how I don't think it's going to be that way. I think it'll be like, you go in there, you'll have either a black or a white scroll. No doubt that's how it was in the shonen, or the show. And then, let's say you kill somebody, you have a black scroll, they also have a black scroll, then you could just have 2. You'll just have 2. Or maybe you'll get money or something like that. But then if you kill somebody else and there's a white scroll, you get that. But then you'll drop your black scroll, your extra one, for anybody that might find it. Maybe not that. How about if somebody kills you and then they just take one of your scrolls, the other one will just still be there. So somebody with a white scroll could just randomly get it or something like that. I don't know if that's quite right. But for the next thing, which would be like you going from B rank up, I think. If that's, I'm pretty sure they're doing it ranked wise. And you'll, yeah. Yep, explaining very great. But for the next exam, it'll just be fighting. It's like, you don't have to do Force of Death or anything like that. It's just, you kind of fight them. That's about it. This next one, which would be Jonin exam, that one's going to be a little harder because there's just harder people. But by then, if you don't have a clan, well, I would already have a clan, because getting spins is going to be so easy, because you can just like do a couple missions and then you get spins from those missions. So there's no reason to not have spins, if you know what I'm talking. Because getting those spins isn't going to be too hard. So you could probably try and get the clan you want by, let's say you just, I'm not really going to grind a ton on the game. I'm going to record for you guys. But let's say you grind for a whole day, you have 20 to 50 spins, possibly, maybe something like that. Because permission, I think it's going to be like, depending on the level, it'll be like 1 to 10 spins, maybe. I'm not quite sure. They haven't had enough time to show us like boss fight wise, how many spins you get, or normal missions, as in just fighting somebody weaker that you could probably just beat to death, and like not having to use beat, that didn't sound, that you'll just be able to beat without using any jutsu. Yup, just be able to beat them without any jutsu. Well, I think that about wraps up this. I don't know how long it was. You'll be able to see, obviously, if you clicked on the video. And I finally figured out how to use the GFX and make good thumbnails. So be sure to stay tuned for all that good stuff, and make sure to like the video and subscribe, because I'm pretty close to 50 and I'm excited to get there. So if you could go ahead and subscribe, that helped me out. Kung Fu Gamer out.